Okay, hello. So, welcome to stream 4 of our strange kind of exquisite corpse sound design experiment. So I'm Neil Moody and I'm doing this project with Jan Sesnick. So this is currently my week for implementing audio in this project. And yeah, so I guess the way we should start is I should start by running through the project just to see where we are, so that we can start by listening to Jan's additions. Ooh. Yeah, it's getting decidedly more spooky in this space now. Okay, yeah. Cool. Okay. So yeah, so Jan's added some really nice kind of expansive kind of buzzing to Barbalith when it gets bigger. So I should have been paying more attention to the chat. Huh. There we go. Okay, let me quickly run through that again. I feel like we're kind of every bit as chaotic as previous streams already. But yeah, this is what you should have been seeing when I just ran through the game earlier. So, is there a delay on these? It sounds like it's getting like re-triggered. I might have a look at Jan's patch after this. I'm also curious about the ambient sound. Is that controlled by like position? Oh no, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just it's on a loop. Maybe that's why I'm hearing kind of different things as I move about. Okay, cool. So let's see. Well, I think what I'd like to do is, firstly, I want to take a look at Jan's what do you call it, stepping stone patch. And yeah, now you're gonna watch my file system as I try and find it. Let's see. Is it boop synth? I probably should have checked. If I grab this. Oh. Wait. Oh, is it this? Wait, what's triggering this? Huh. So this is the patch. Oh yeah, and it's boop synth. I want. Wow, how are you? Okay, well I'll leave that. I don't need to know it's triggered. I mainly wanted to know what the patch was called. And that. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So boop synth. Wait. Let's try that again. Oh Oh yeah, so there is a trigger. There's a delay. Or is there? No, that's just for the envelope. Oh, there is a delay. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I've gotten a wee bit distracted by just looking into how things work. I should probably do something. So one of the things I want to do today is I want to do a wee bit of maintenance work, because I think the way I scripted the size parameter that we feed into the Barbalith patch, so this size parameter, the way I've scripted this in Unity's side of things is a wee bit clunky. So let me see. So the script I want is, I think it's Barbalith Rise. Because basically all I've done is I've like hard coded it into a specific script, but the problem there is that the Barbalith object gets bigger throughout the entire game, not just this one scene that this script is in. So I think what I want to do is I want to abstract that into a separate script that just constantly watches the size, and anytime it changes, it feeds that change into the PD patch. Then we don't have to like update individual scripts to update whenever we're updating the size. So yeah, so basically I want to take this stuff out of here and put it into its own script. So let's see, so let's start by just create a script. And this is going to be called, we'll call it Barbalith Size Watcher. Where are we? Oh. Come on. Oh, there we go. So, oh, okay, yep, got away. I'm just going to copy paste to begin with. So we're going to grab our PD patch, and yeah, and then we're going to grab this code. I'm going to stick it in here for now, but I'm going to need to change this because that's not really what I want it to do. So what I want to do is I want to watch a specific object. So the specific object I wanted to watch is just Barbalith itself, because when we resize it, we're basically just changing the scale parameter. So let's grab a transform. And let's stick this directly onto Barbalith. Wait, what have I done wrong? These are public. Why am I not seeing them in the inspector? Have I Barbalith Size Watcher? That's correct. Now I'm confused. That's weird. What's going on? Am I doing some? I can't be doing something. No, I'm not doing anything fancy at all. All this is two public variables. Oh, it's not compiling, is it? Because I've copied and pasted code that isn't going to work. Yep, okay, never mind. No, wait. What's going on? Why is it being weird? Why is it not updating? Wait. Oh, okay, never mind. This is just me not paying attention to what the compiler is telling me, because I copied this instead of cut it. That's what I meant to do. And now we'll see it. I kind of hate that Unity just cancels compilation of the other scripts when one script is broken. Okay, there we go. Right, so we want it to attach to the libpd instance script and the Barbalith transform. So, okay, so what I want to do is I want I think I want a private variable that is going to store the current or the most recent size. So we're only going to send an update signal to our PD patch whenever the size actually changes. So we're going to call this last size. Dot scale. Can I just call local scale? And then, so if now is it gonna let me just check? Is it gonna let me do that? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So in that case, we can update last size. What's going on? Okay. And then, okay, so actually, so now I'm going to need to do things a wee bit differently to what I did originally, because I need to pay attention to what size Barbalith is. So originally it'll go from scale 1 to oh, okay, I need to look at the script. From scale 1 up to up to 5. So it's going to go from 1 to 5. So let's see. So and then my the size parameter I was feeding in is in completely different units, isn't it? Because it's like, okay, we're gonna have to change the PD patch, I think, just to kind of keep things nice. Because what I want to do is I just want to feed the actual size into the PD patch and then work from there. So I'm just going to do Barbalith, nope, not Barbalith transform, Barbalith patch dot send float size, and I think we can just, it's going to be super simple because we're not kind of skewing the size in any way. So I can just feed in the X size because it's going to be the X size is the same as the Y size and the Z size. So now, so I guess before what we were doing was we were feeding in a value that went from 50 down to 40. And now we're feeding in a value that goes from 1 to 5. So let me so I'm going to write that down, and previously 50 to 40. And then we'll just delete this. And okay, so this is going to break our PD patch quite significantly. So I'll just double check that it compiles, and then I'm going to switch over into, yep, okay, so I'm going to switch over into the Barbalith patch. And okay, so so I need to convert from 1 to 5 down to 50 to 40. And in fact, actually, I'm not sure, do I need to do that even? I think on my last stream I was feeling like the downward pitch glissando actually didn't really work the way I'd intended. I'm wondering if I can get away with removing that and just relying on Jan's own additions to kind of make the sound more expansive. So what I want to see is if I can hear the downward pitch, because I half suspect that I maybe won't be able to with Jan's additions. Oh. Yeah, of course I'm not going to hear it because I've changed the values, haven't I? Yeah, okay. Okay, that was daft. Let me just, I think I'm just going to delete this because I'm just going to assume that I don't need it anymore. But I do now need to fix Jan's side of things, which means I need to figure out what Jan's done. It always takes me a while to parse other people's PD patches. So, okay, so what are we doing? So Jan is starting by subtracting from 40. So he's converting the 50 to 40 down to a range of 1 to 0 at this point. And then flipping it. So at this point and this point, it's now 0 to 1. That's okay. So that's super easy to fix, right? Because what we're feeding now is a value that goes from 1 to 5. So I just need to subtract 1. So we're now going from 0 to 4. And then if I just divide by 4, we're now going 0 to 1. And this should be equivalent to what Jan was doing previously. Let's find out if I've got that right. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. So we now have a script that will basically continually feed in a larger size whenever the barbell object gets bigger. So we don't need to do like separate scripts for the later sections because it's bigger in the church section and it's bigger still in the kind of spiral staircase at the end. So we should hear that. In fact, maybe I should run through the whole game because the bigger sizes might break Jan's patch. Let's find out. Okay. So what does it sound like when we enter the church? Oh, you hear it early. Ooh, yeah. I kind of feel like I maybe want to play with the spatial spread. It feels a bit kind of a bit too directional, and it should probably kind of get muffled when we walk down here. I do like the way the sound just cuts out when we enter the red rooms. Now, for the last, for the spiral staircase room, I do wonder if, oh, actually that's not too bad. So what I was wondering was if the distance attenuation be too small, but I think actually what's happening is Unity is scaling the distance attenuation with the size of the object. Because I think actually where I started I was quite away beyond the original distance attenuation. Well, actually, although I guess also we're probably amplifying the buzz. We're probably amplifying the buzz as well as the object gets bigger. Okay. Well, I feel like I might just kind of leave Barbalith for the time being, because that feels like it kind of works. I guess, yeah, it would be kind of nice to do something at the church, because it did feel, So, yeah, it felt a bit like the spread was a bit, or like the spatialization was quite focused. So I'm kind of wondering, because I could turn down, let me turn off maximize on plate, because I could turn down the spread so that it's a bit more diffuse just to start with, but I wonder if maybe it would make more sense to vary it depending on the scene. So I feel like maybe in the initial scene it makes sense for it to be quite kind of a focused spatialization, but as it gets bigger, then maybe it also makes sense to kind of make it a bit more diffuse. No, I don't see that. That might work actually. Just having it as a fixed value. Now that I'm listening to it, because we still get the panning. It's just it's not kind of fully, not like completely focused. Anyway, it was the church where I really noticed it. So let's see. I kind of want to implement some kind of like occlusion filtering, so that when it's below ground or we're below ground and it's above ground, that the sound is filtered and muffled. Well, I feel like that's a lot better. Yeah, maybe I won't do anything fancy and make it dynamic. I think I might just leave it at that spread value. I think that kind of works. And then hopefully it also makes sense in the final room. Yeah, I think that works. I do want to hear what it sounds like at the final thing when I just kind of dive into it. So I might just play through to the end. This is quite intense, actually. I wonder if I should also maybe try and add a bit, a bit of motion to the sound in some way. And maybe as it gets bigger, the sound gets even more complex. Oh wow. Okay, that was amazing. That was not what I was expecting to happen. I don't quite understand what happened there. Wow. Okay. Why did it do that? Like, Barbalith got smaller at that point. Why did it get louder? Okay. Okay, I'm not going to play it through the whole thing, but I do want to have a look at the MIDI meter for the patch. I want to see like if we're clipping as Barbalith gets bigger. Okay, so it's fine here. I think I'll go to the church and then yeah, I feel like I'm spending a lot of time focused on like quite small details with Barbalith at the moment, so I don't want to spend too much time there. Yeah, actually our levels are totally fine, aren't they? It just feels significantly louder. Okay, so well, actually, I was wondering about like a kind of fake audio occlusion effect with filtering. I'd kind of like to do that. Okay, let's add a filter to our output. Oh, I guess we're gonna need to add 2 filters. Okay. Nope. I want to go. I want more space down the way. Okay, right. Let's see. So let's just delete these. And I wonder if I can get away with a basic low pass filter that we just feed in the cutoff frequency to. So I guess this will be left channel and this will be right channel. And let me see, I can turn this on and wait, did I not hear something? What have I done wrong? That's right. Wait, why did I not hear anything? Surely. Hang on, let me do a quick check. Oh, because I'm feeding it through low pass filters that I've not initialized, so they're set to basically 0 hertz. Okay, yeah, that was entirely my fault. Let's see. So, what is the low pass filter's upper range? Oh, doesn't say. Well, if we set it to, there we go. Oh, it's doing interesting things. Is that? Ah, yeah. That was Jan's contribution. Cool. Okay, so I guess what I want then is I want a receive. Receive, I'm going to call it receive occlusion. So we're going to send an occlusion signal to these, and I think what I'll do is I'll make the occlusion signal, in fact, let's just delete those comments. I'm going to make the occlusion signal a value 0 to 1. So 1 means full occlusion, 0 means no occlusion. And in fact, I'm going to put a comment on size as well. Oh, actually, what's the maximum size that we get to? Final rise, I guess, is the final size. 10. Final size is 20. Cool. Let's see. So 1 to 20. Right. Okay. And right, so in this case, I now want to remap this signal to a range that I guess goes like 22 kilohertz down to, I don't know, 200 hertz. Would that work? So I'm going to steal Jan's trick of doing, what was it, 1 minus $F1, is that right? To quickly invert that value. So now at this point, we're now going 1 to 0. And then I want to, let's see, I want to multiply that by 22,000 minus 200, so 21,800. And then add on 200. Oh, 200. So at this point then our range is going from 22,000 down to 200. And if I add in, no, let's not do that. Let's add in a slider to test this. Set it to a range of 0 to 1 and turn on the audio. That does nothing. What have I done wrong? What numbers come out of this? Can I make this bigger? How do number boxes work? I don't think this is working. Oh, well, for a start, it's doing that weird thing that PD does when you zoom in, where sliders just don't work the way they're supposed to. So I actually need to set this to a range of 0 to 2, I think. Oh, there we go, it is actually working. But I guess, yeah, because frequency is logarithmic, we only hear the change at the very end. So, what can I do to fix that? Maybe use this trick. Because our value is 0 to 1, if I multiply it by itself, it should change the shape of the slope. So instead of being like a straight linear line, it actually it's like a curve. Oh, Jan's addition is making a really nice, yeah, kind of rhythmic kind of buzzing in one ear for some reason. Okay, I think this is working. I think this is doing what I wanted to do. I should probably load bang an initial value though. So set the occlusion to 0 to begin with. Wait. Oh, can't put that too. And if we save this and then turn off the audio. So okay, so now in my PD patch I have a parameter that I can feed in the occlusion. So I guess what I need to do now is figure out how I write a script that handles that and passes in the correct occlusion parameter. This is where I probably need to look up Unity's raycasting stuff. Let's find out. And you get to look at all my Firefox tabs while I do this. So I think what I do is I write a script that casts a ray from the player to Barbalith, and if it hits anything that is not Barbalith, then that means Barbalith is occluded, and I can turn the occlusion down. Okay, that's what I'm going to try and do. That's my plan. So let's write another script. Which I'm going to call Barbalith occlusion. And if we wait for, yeah, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to start by just setting some variables for, hang on, let me look at that physics recast thing again. Okay, yeah, so all we need is we need the transforms of the two objects. So we'll grab the transform of the player and grab the transform of Barbalith. And then we'll need our PD patch. And I don't think we need start. So I guess we're basically just going to constantly, in fact, what I might do the same thing as I did with my size watcher patch, and I'm just going to store the previous occlusion value, just so that we don't need to send a new value every single frame. Wait, I can't spell occlusion. And I might just set that to 0 to begin with. And then, okay. So, let me see, do they have, they've got an example, perfect. I'm not sure why the example is in fixed update instead of update. I'm not sure it matters for us. Guess we'll find out. Okay, so basically I start by adding in a raycast hit. And then I'm just going to copy paste this and we'll figure it out as I go. Let me make this a bit clearer so it's not heading off the side of the screen. I don't know what layer mask is. Can I just ignore that? Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Well, first of all, we're going to raycast from the player. And, player.position. And then we're going to raycast in the direction of Barbalith. So I guess that would be Barbalith.position minus player.position. And then do we need to normalize that? It doesn't say we have to. I'm just gonna see if I can get away without normalizing it. So normalizing it means we take the vector and we basically make it we give it a length of 1. So at the moment its length will be whatever the distance is between the player and Barbalith. But sometimes for 3D maths you want to normalize your directions, so they're like they're always a fixed size. It probably doesn't matter. Probably doesn't. Who knows? So I guess if this returns true, then we've hit Barbalith, so there is no occlusion. So I'm just gonna, in fact, yeah, what I'll do is I will set an occluded value to 1. So basically, by default, we're going to assume that Barbalith is occluded, and we're only going to update that value if we have confirmation using the raycast that it is not. Wait, is this correct? Actually, yeah. No, this is. Oh, wait, hang on. No, because hit might return true. This function will return true if we hit Barbalith itself. So we first need to check that we've not hit Barbalith. So I need to find out what the variable in I guess it's just transform. So I guess I can do if hits dot transform equals Barbalith, then occluded equals true. Then we're not occluded. So we assume we are occluded, and we only update that if we use this raycast and it definitely hits Barbalith. Okay, And then now what we do is we grab our Barbalith patch, we send float, what does I call it? Does I call it occlusion? Yeah. And we can just set it to occluded. Oh, and I'm just realizing we only want to do this if occluded, or if occlusion does not equal occluded. I'm not sure these are the best variable names, but well, leave it like that for now. And then we just we update occlusion to our occluded value. Okay, I think that's all I need to do. Let's find out if I've actually got that right. I probably haven't. It's pretty rare that I get things right on the first shot. So I don't think we should hear the occlusion here. Like, it will be occluded in a few places, but I think it'll be far enough away that we won't actually hear that occlusion. Oh, well, this doesn't seem right, does it? Oh, okay. I think the patch is acting as if it is occluded, which definitely doesn't seem right. Okay. I think I might have done something wrong. Let's just check with the church, because it was more noticeable in the church. So I guess what I'm wondering is if I've got the values the wrong way around, in which case we should hear Barbalith be loud before it rises out to the ground. No, it's just sitting at a constant value, isn't it? Okay, that is not working. Where's in the console? Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some print statements to see what we're actually receiving from occlusion. So I want to see, I want to see what PD thinks occlusion, or what PD thinks the value it's getting is. So if I keep the console open. Oh wait, why did I suddenly have all these errors? Oh well, okay, that's fine. It should. So we should see the occlusion value whenever it changes. That's what I'm hoping. So we should have seen it then, because Barbalith should not be occluded at this point. And then we should see it change again when Barbalith goes through the floor there. I'm not seeing that. Okay, so in that case, it's my code that's wrong, not PD. Let's see. Okay, I probably need to check the raycast documentation that I've. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do this the old-fashioned way. I'm just going to stick a bunch of comments in. So because I am a lazy programmer and I often find it easier just to do this. What I'm wondering is if maybe this line is the problem, but we'll find out soon enough. Okay. Wait, what's this? What have I done? Oh, can I not feed, surely I can feed a float into, oh, it might be this. Is that what I meant? Yeah, maybe. Okay, right, let's see. I'm kind of confused. I thought I'd be seeing something in the console. Oh, maybe I should turn off the PD print console stuff. That's. But yeah, I'm definitely not seeing. Not seem to be seeing anything. Let me turn this off and then scroll back up and see if I can find something. There's a lot of errors in your patch, Jan. It might not be your patch, it might be something you've brought in. If I scroll up to the top, I think it's all libpd errors that I'm getting. So am I not seeing anything? I don't seem to be getting any messages from Barbara. So now I should see something. Or, well, maybe Barbalith is behind an object at the moment. As soon as Barbalith appears, I should see something appearing in the console. Okay, I've clearly misunderstood how Unity's raycasting works. What have I done wrong here? Okay, let's look at the script. So we've got the origin point, we've got the direction. Max distance I've just left to infinity. In fact, I think I can remove that because that's got a default value of infinity. And it returns true if it intersects with a collider. Double check. Yeah, Barbalith has a collider, so it should be intersecting with it. Oh wait, I'm just checking. Oh, I'm a bit disappointed that no one in the chat has realized the quite silly problem or the mistake I've made here. So I wrote this Barbalith occlusion script. I never actually added it to Barbalith. It was never actually running, that's why we're seeing nothing. Okay, right. Let's just fix that. Okay, and now I should see something in the console. Oh, well, at least once Barbalith comes into view, I don't think we'll see anything until then. Ah, there we go. Let me just scroll that down. So, oh, come on. Right. Oh, I hit Barbalith there. So hopefully, well, that means that it. Ooh. Actually, that's not right, is it? Because I didn't hit Barbalith at that point. Because Barbalith is hidden by another object. Oh, okay. Well, maybe this is working. Yeah. Although, if I turn... No, of course, yeah, it's not by my view, it's by the relationship between me and Barbalith. Okay. So, oh wait, I wasn't listening. Was that doing the filtering? It's filtered there. That doesn't sound right, does it? Okay. I think now I do need to grab the output of here. So I think my script is working. I'm going to just get rid of these debug logs. I think it's working anyway. Although actually, did I see any sent occlusion? I'm not sure I did, right? Oh, yeah, it never actually updated the occlusion. Never got to this point. Okay, well in that case, let's just quickly go back and see, just in case I missed a message. We should see something appear when we first see Barbalith. Oh, there we go. Oh, well, that's weird. So in this case, that's wrong. Occlusion should be 1. No, sorry, no, that's right. Occlusion should be 0. Oh, occlusion is... So occlusion is 0, but we're not hearing it, because it's definitely filtered. So if I scroll down, and I'm not sure this is going to work. No, you... Okay. Let's turn on PD, because I should be seeing the frequency printed out whenever occlusion gets sent. So yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, so... Oh, wow, okay. So when we send 1, it sets the frequency to 200. When we send 0, it sets the frequency to 200. So something is not working here. How is that possible? Well, let's take a look. So if I do this... Oh, no. And this... Oh... What's happening here? Wow, this is weird. So I have to click twice on 0 to activate it? I'm not sure why that is. I think I might, rather than solving the problem, what I might do is I might just slightly cheat and use a line object to ramp it. Is that the right? Yeah. Let's give it a longer ramp. Say half a second's too long. Let's go quarter of a second. So what I'm wondering is, will this work? Will this fix the problem I was having? So if I could do, No. What is happening? Have I misunderstood how PD works? The line object gets updated correctly. Oh, I wonder if I'm not using expr correctly. I don't, That looks correct. Oh, do I need to, do I need to bang? Oh, actually, yes. Yeah. So I guess what I could do is if I do this and it works here. Ah, so I think you might be right. Right, yeah, and I think it's this stage because this is probably banging it in the wrong order. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trigger. Wait, is this how you do it? I don't use trigger nearly enough, so. Okay. Okay, right. Right, I think we fixed it. And delete those, save that. And now what I'm hoping, in fact, actually, no, let me add that print statement back in just in case. And yeah, so let's see. So hopefully what I see now is I'll see libpd printing the correct frequency values. Nope. Something broke there. Well, actually, I mean, from what we hear it's working. It's just libpd's complaining that I've given it the wrong type of input. Okay, so this is working. Well, it's doing weird things. It's glitching a wee bit. But the real test is if we hear the filtering at the church. So we should hear it muffled before it rises out of the ground. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to fix that so it's so it fades in and doesn't just immediately turn the filter off. Although it works really nicely down here. Whoa! Wait, what? What's happened? I'm not looking at Barbalith. Why is it? There's a wall in the way, surely? Oh, actually, it might be the way I've constructed the... I think it's the way I've constructed like the 3D here. So when I'm here, the kind of sarcophagus is blocking it. But when I'm underneath and I'm this side of the sarcophagus, I think the floor doesn't count as a blocking object, which is why we're hearing it here. Okay. Okay, so it kind of works. I need to do better with my triggers because I don't use triggers nearly enough. So I guess what I want is TFB. Is that right? Or TFF. It's TFF, isn't it? Because I'm feeding up. Yep. Okay, let's do this differently. So it'll just be TFF because I'm feeding numbers into here, not yeah. Oops. Yeah. And PD was probably complaining. Yeah, PD was complaining. I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, so I think what I actually want to do is I want to change this line object to ramp up over a slower period of time. So we should see this value change gradually. No. Am I doing something silly? Am I misunderstanding how line works? Line's supposed to ramp, right? Oh, I am misunderstanding how ramp works. I think. Wait. Oh, send a single number to jump. So I need to change this because I don't want it to jump. I want it to send the value as well as the time. So I think the way I do that is this. Is that right? I've understood pack. I think that's right. Wait. Oh, can I just pass in F? Oh yeah, I can. So I just pass in F. And then I think this will ramp line. In fact, in that case, I can get rid of this stuff because I think line will just take whatever I'm sending it. There we go. And in fact, that's probably too long of a ramp now. Yeah, let's try a second. So I think this is probably, I'm probably going to stop after this because I'm aware that I'm kind of coming up on an hour. But I think if this works the way I think it works, I think it's probably good. Still need to fix that, the floor not occluding the sound when you're underneath church, but that's fairly straightforward. So I thought I was looking at the door here and I was wondering why it was wrong. Okay. Now, and yeah, and we can see the occlusion fading in the console. Oh, it's doing the thing again where it just ramps too fast. I might leave that for my next stream to fix that. But yeah, and if I go down here, oh, okay, that's quite nice. And then also if I hide behind a pillar, I don't know, that's maybe a bit. I feel like I could probably do better than this. That feels like a bit too much occlusion. Yeah. Anyway, okay. I think I'm going to stop there. Let's see. So I'm gonna remove the extra things I used for debugging. I'll save and let's see. In fact, what I might do is I might leave myself a reminder. Can I just create a text file in here? No, can't create a text file. Okay, let me quickly create a new text file to remind myself what I'm doing next time. Fix church floor not occluding. Cool. In that case, I think I'm gonna stop there, and yeah, Jan will be back next week at I believe 4 o'clock GMT. I'm not sure what time that is in other time zones, but yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.